Oh, what a sweet young thing. And now, I guess, from the cradle to the grave. Although not moving quite quickly enough for my liking. Frankly, please welcome Ethel Chop. See what I mean?
You know, kiddies, it is wonderful to be young, but, you know, getting older isn't all doom and gloom. You get to improve your vocabulary. For example, yesterday I learned the word colonoscopy. Yes, didn't know that before, but I know all about it now. And anal polyposis. Yes. Hasn't that got a lovely ring to it? I bet you're jealous now. You know, my nan and pop were old, and they might not have namby-pambied us with sugary treats and bedtime stories, but we played lots of games that were educational and healthy. There was a lovely game called Hot Potato, where Pop would throw us a boiling potato straight from the fire, and the one who could hold on to it the longest got to eat it. Of course, the rest of us went hungry, but oh, it was fun. And it certainly toughened up our hands, my word. And he toughened up our feet, too, with another game called Look Out for the Rabbit Trap. That one wasn't quite as much fun, if I remember. But, you know, grandchildren these days are all spoiled crybabies. I mean, we didn't cry if we burst a balloon. We didn't even have a balloon. The only thing that burst around Nan and Pop's was somebody's eardrums after a well-deserved crack. Fair enough, too. There ought to be more of it. You know, I saw this brat at the supermarket the other day, screaming and carrying on because I couldn't have a lolly, I suppose. I said to the mother, if you wanted to behave, you take a firm object and you whack it over the head. And look, I kindly demonstrated on her wailing infant with a bag of frozen corn. And oh, look, it was effective. That shut the kid up all right. It went straight to sleep. But then the mother started screaming, security! I mean, what a weirdo. If I'd known she was a freak, I wouldn't have wasted my time. But children do respond well to thwacks and beatings. My only big regret is that I didn't beat my daughter Rhonda more often. Oh, she was a wicked child. We called her Devil Spawn because we really couldn't believe she'd sprung from our loins. So demanding with her questions. Oh, could I have a dolly to play with, Mama? Please, may I have a dolly, Mother? Why won't you buy me a dolly? Oh. And like all mothers, I'd cave into her selfish demands. But once she had her own way, she'd become argumentative. That's not a real dolly, it's a corn cob in a dress. There was just no pleasing her, you know. But one good thing came of it, I suppose. Our mutual hatred of Rhonda brought my husband and I closer together. You see, oh, Reg, he was a wonderful man. And virile, yes, he had 7 testicles. Although I believe some of those were tumours. And a whopping hernia, but we just pushed that out of the way. But, you know, we made love right up until the day he died. And a few days afterwards as well. Well, waste not, want not. You see, in my day, we were taught to make the best of things, like how to make a nice home for our husbands, how to put on a pretty face when he comes in the door, even if he is a bit grumpy from a bad day and gives you a hefty backhander on his way to the liquor cabinet. You smiled sweetly and got back to scrubbing the linens. Or you took to the bottle, whatever worked for you, really. But these days, women all have opinions and careers. What whores! And what man would want them? Oh, look, that's a slutty outfit, dear. Not doing yourself any favours. Come on, buck up. You know, the other good thing about getting older, I've found, well, apart from the fact that I've always kept my figure, is that, you know, it doesn't matter how drunk and disorderly you get because people just think you've had a stroke. The other thing is, if you happen to have a little downstairs accident in public, well, the good news is you'll be given plenty of room on the bus. Good day.